Hello students, welcome back. Today onwards, we will discuss competitive bits from level 1. Question number 1. Which of the following most accurately explains the cause of the abnormal number of chromosomes during human reproduction that can result in Down syndrome, Turner syndrome, or Klinefelter syndrome? Let's see the options. 1. The duplicate production of extra chromosome during DNA replication. 2. The abnormal pairing of non-homologous chromosomes during prophase of meiosis. 3. The selective loss of particular chromosome form, sex cells after formation of mature gamete. 4. The occurrence of non-disjunction of homologous chromosomes during meiosis. Let's see its explanation in the next slide. So that is the first one. Down syndrome, Turner syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome. All these three diseases are caused due to chromosomal disorders and caused due to the aneuploidy. Aneuploidy is due to the non-disjunction of chromosomes. Aneuploidy develop due to the non-disjunction of chromosomes during meiosis. So then the correct answer is option 4 for this question number 1. Answer is 4. Out of A, T, G, C, adenine, thymine, guanine, cytosine pairing. So we are all very well known that nucleotides. A always pairing with T, G always pairing with C. Bases of DNA may exist in alternate valency state owing to arrangement called. So question please to try to understand the out of A, T, adenine and thymine pairing, guanine and cytosine pairing. Here adenine and guanine AG both are one category. Cytosine and thymine are one category. So the adenine is always bonds with thymine. Guanine is always bonds with cytosine. This is the rule. This question they are asking exist in alternate valency. That means A is bound with C and G is bound with T. If it is happen, that arrangement is called. So options 1. Analogy substitution. 2. Tautomerizational mutation. 3. Frame shift mutation. 4. Point mutation. Let's know about this terminology. 1. Analog substitution. Substitution of a base analog will result in altered base pairings and structural changes that affect DNA replication and transcription of genes is called analog substitution. 2. Tautomerizational mutation. The changed pairing of bases are due to phenomena is called as tautomerism. Changed pairing of bases. The question is that generally A is bound with T, G is bound with C. If it is exist in alternate substitution, alternate that is A is bound with C and G is bound with T. This phenomena is called as tautomerizational mutation. And frame shift mutation, a genetic mutation caused by a deletion or insertion in a DNA sequence that shifts the way the sequence is read. Point mutation, a genetic mutation where a single nucleotide base is changed For this point mutation example is sickle cell anemia. So based on this information, the correct answer is tautomerizational mutation. Option 2 is correct. Question number 3, match the column. So column 1, it is given A, garden P, B, underdeveloped breast, C, Drosophila, D, palm crease. Column 2, 1, 44 plus XO, 2, Morgan, 3, Mendel, 4, trisomy of 21st chromosome. So we are all very well known that garden P, it is studied by Mendel. So 1 is 3. So garden P, it is consider it is experimental material for Mendel's work. So that's why A is 3. Underdeveloped breast. So that means a breast is not well developed, and this condition we can found in Turner's syndrome. So the Turner's syndrome is expressed 44 plus XO. So this is the genetic or karyotype of Turner's syndrome. Turner's syndrome. So that's why B is 1. Next, Drosophila. So Drosophila is the experimental material for Morgan. Morgan used the Drosophila as a experimental material, and he proposed the chromosomal theory of linkage. So C is 2. C is 2. Now palm crease. So that is it is a symptom in the trisomy of 21st chromosome, that is Down's syndrome. Down's syndrome. So D is 4. So the correct option for this question is option 2 is correct. Question number 4. The term eugenesis was first applied by options 1, Urey, 2, Lederberg, 3, Galton, 4, Morgan. So let's see what is meant by eugenesis. So eugenesis is a movement that is aimed at improving the genetic composition of the human race. So it is aimed, eugenics is aimed to improving the genetic composition of human race, that we will call as eugenics. It was first applied by Galton. So the correct answer is option 3. Question number 5. A cross between two heterozygous individuals will yield how many homozygous individuals? So now let's see that. A cross between, so options 1, 2, option 2, 4, option 3, 6, option 4, 8. Now let's come to the question. A cross between two heterozygous individuals. So consider the capital T, one heterozygous cross between another capital T. The cross between two heterozygous individuals. How many homozygous are formed? How many homozygous individuals? Then here the gametes are capital T, small t 1, and here capital T, small t. These are the gametes. Then draw the Punnett square. capital T, small t, capital T, small t, capital T, capital T, capital T, small t, capital T, small t, small t, small t. Question is, how many homozygous? Homozygous means two similar genes. So here one, capital T homozygous, small t homozygous. So 1 and 2. So two homozygous individuals are formed. So the correct answer is option 1. Question number 6. Which crop variety is not due to induced mutation? Not due to, not due to induced mutation. Options 1. Remy of rice. 2. Prabhat of arhar. 3. Sharbati sonora of wheat. 4. Aruna of castor. Let's see. Remy of rice. It is the a gamma race induced mutated variety. That means the rice is produced by induced mutation. Produced by mutation. Next. Second, Prabhat of Arhar is a variety of red gram, but it is not a mutated one. And Shabarbati Sonora of wheat, it is also mutant variety. It is approved in 1967. And Aruna of Castor, it is also a mutant variety and it is officially approved in 1969. So among all these four options, rice and wheat and castor, all these three are mutate varieties. Only Prabhat of Arhar is not a mutant variety. So correct option is 2. Question number 7. If Mendel chose characters that were located on the same chromosome, then Mendel would not find the option 1. Law of dominance. 2. Law of segregation. 3. Law of independent assertment. 4. All of the above. So let's see the information about this. Law of dominance explains the appearance of dominant character by heterozygous genotype. Only in that. Next, law of segregation tells about segregation of allele of heterozygous genotype during gamete formation. And another one, genes are present on the same chromosome and exhibit linkage, and the law of independent assertment is violated. So what is a question? If Mendel chooses character that were located on the same chromosome, then it exhibit the linkage. Linked genes are inherited together. They are not separated. Inherited together. That means if Mendel choose the characters are present on the same chromosome, it violates. That means it cannot obey the law of independent assertment. That indicates whatever the characters selected by the Mendel, they are located on the different chromosomes. That's why it he proposed that law of independent assertment. If linked genes cannot obey that law of independent assertment. So the correct answer is option 3. Question number 8. Lethal genes are options 1. Causative for appearance of ancestral traits. 2. Always recessive. 3. Genes present on different chromosomes. 4. Killer in homozygous state. So now let's know the definition of these lethal genes. A gene usually results in the death of an individual when present in homologous condition. is called lethal gene. Then apply this definition to that options. So a gene usually results in the death or kill of an individual when present in homozygous state or condition. So option 4 is correct. So the example for this lethal gene is mouse body color gene is the example. If this body color gene is present in homozygous condition, it leads to death of the mouse. Lethal genes. Question number 9. The harmful allele of sickle cell anemia has not been eliminated from human population because this harmful condition is options: a potential savior from malaria, 2. A potential savior from filaria, 3. More vulnerable to malarial parasite, 4. Both 1 and 2 options. Let's see. So sickle cell anemia. So generally we are giving the hemoglobin is changes. That means the red blood cell structure becomes sickle shape. Generally red blood cells are disc shape. So it become a sickle shaped red blood cells. As a result, it converts into this shape, sickle shape. So now this represent HbA is the normal HbA HbA is the normal hemoglobin allele and HbS HbS is the sickle cell anemia genome. Now HbA and HbS is acts as a carrier. Heterozygous condition is normal. Homozygous condition normal genes. There is homozygous condition only it will show. That's why it is a recessive character. Autosomal recessive it is. Hemophilia. That means sickle cell anemia is the autosomal recessive. So in heterozygous condition it is present in the humans. The question is based on this only. So the harmful allele of sickle cell anemia has not been eliminated. So it is present in the carriers because this harmful condition is, let's see, sickle cell anemia caused due to the point mutation by changing the sixth position of the beta chain, that is a glutamic acid is present, that is changed into valine. It leads to the sickle shape point mutation. As a result, RBC become sickle shape. Malarial parasite is a plasmodium. Generally when it enters it invades the RBC, it lives in the RBC and it depends on the content of hemoglobin. It eats the hemoglobin. Now, in sickle shape, the RBC, sickle shaped RBC, Plasmodium cannot survive, cannot get any nutrient from the sickle shape because the hemoglobin content is reduced. So that's why it cannot survive in the sickle shaped RBC. So hence the harmful allele of sickle cell anemia acts as a potential savior from the malaria. So option 1 is the correct. So it is provides the immunity against the malaria. That's why it is not eliminated from the human population because the presence of that gene in a carrier position, it is present in a carriers which helpful to develop the immunity against the malaria. So first option is correct. Question number 10. Pure line is connected with the development of options 1 homozygosity, 2 heterozygosity, 3 homozygosity and self assortment, 4. Heterozygosity and linkage. So let's see the information of this. Pure line are group of organisms which undergo intercrossing or interbreeding and produce similar progeny offsprings. Similar. And next, this pure line shows the homozygosity. Due to homozygosity, the pure line produce a single type of gamete, hence they show self-assertment. So the correct answer based on this information. So pure lines show homozygosity. Due to this homozygosity, they form the single type of gametes, that is self-assertment. So correct answer is option 3. Question number 11. A person with 44A autosomes plus XXY chromosome set up has gynecomastia and is bare body positive. They are symptoms of options 1. Turner syndrome, 2. Klinefelter syndrome, 3. Down syndrome, 4. Edwards syndrome. So now let's see that question once again. 44 autosomes and XXY chromosome. XXY chromosome setup has a character of gynecomastia and bare body positive. So now what is that bare body? So bare body is nothing but extra X chromosome is called as the bare body. Generally it is present in the neutrophils in the females. Neutrophils in the females. Clear? So now here gynecomastia is nothing but development of breast in the males is called as gynecomastia. So this gynecomastia is a symptoms of Klinefelter syndrome. So in that Klinefelter syndrome, extra X chromosome is present. That extra X chromosome indicates the presence of bare body, and due to presence of this extra X, the male individual is male but developing the female characters. So the correct answer is option 2. Let's see some other information of this. Turner syndrome, it represents with 44 autosomes and X0. It is a Turner syndrome. It is a allosomal monosomy. Allosomal monosomy. And the next one is Klinefelter syndrome. This 44A plus XXY. This is the answer, and it is the allosomal trisomy. Allosomal trisomy. And another one, Down syndrome. It is 45A autosomes, either female or maybe male. It is a 21st trisomy, autosomal trisomy. It is autosomal trisomy. And another option it is given Edwards syndrome. It is 18th chromosome trisomy. It is also autosomal trisomy, and it is also represent 45A plus either female or maybe male. So this is the other informations in this question. Question number 12. If BB, capital B represents bare body and capital Y, Y0 represent Y body. XXY or Klinefelter syndrome has. So in this XXY, one extra X is present. that indicates a bare body, female character, bare body. So bare body, B, it is a bare body is 1, and Y body is Y0. It represent Y body, it is 1. So bare body 1, Y body 1. So the answer is option 2 is the correct answer. In a certain taxon of insects, some have 35 chromosomes and the others have 36 chromosomes. The 36 and 35 chromosome bearing organisms are options 1, males and females respectively, 2, females and males respectively, 3, all males, 4, all females. So now let's see. In a certain taxon of insects. So we are already studied this text determination type in insects is X0, XX type is the sex determination in the insects. So that means X0 is the male, X0 is the male, and XX is the female. XX is the female. That means male consists only one sex chromosome plus autosomes. Autosomes. And female consists two sex chromosomes plus autosomes. So the autosome number is same in both males and females. There is no change in the autosome number. But male having only one sex chromosome, female having two sex chromosomes. So here it is given that 36 and 35. Use this phenomena. Suppose in 36, if you are subtract one sex chromosome, it become autosomes 35, and if you subtract here it becomes 34. And similarly in 36, if you subtract two sex chromosome, it becomes 34, and if you take 35 minus 2, it becomes 33. So where this two number, that means 34 is similar, here it is 34, and here the autosome number is 34. So autosomes are same, that is 34, 34. So plus only one sex chromosome 1 and two sex chromosomes 2. So it is 36, it is 31. So female is 36 and males are having 35 chromosomes. So the correct answer is option 2. Question number 14. The pedigree chart given below shows a particular trait which is absent in parents but present in next generation irrespective of sexes. The trait, the character is option 1, autosomal recessive trait, 2, autosomal dominant trait, 3, sex linked dominant trait, 4, sex linked recessive trait. So let's know that already we given this in the part 5. If you refer there, we are given these autosomal recessive characters, how to identify, and autosomal dominant charts, pedigree charts, we are given clearly in that part 5. So now let's see that information. Autosomal recessive skips generation. Unaffected parents can have affected children. What is question? Absent in parent but present in the next generation. That means unaffected parents can have affected children. Next, another one, autosomal dominant. It do not skip the generation. Autosomal dominant, it will continue in generation after generation. Affected parents can have unaffected children. Affected parents can have unaffected children, but autosomal recessive, unaffected parent have affected children. And another option, X-linked dominant. Disease never transfer from father to son. All daughters of affected father will be affected. And X-linked recessive, males are more affected. Disease tends to transfer from mother to son and father to daughter, but not from mother, father to son. Disease never transfer from father to son. That is linked recessive, X-linked recessive. So now based on this information, what is the question is given here? The question is given, it is absent in parents, but it is present in the next generation. That is the question. So 14th question. So the pedigree chart given below shows a particular trait which is absent in parent. That means unaffected parent, but present in the next generation. Next generation is the children. So it is present. It is not present in the parent, but it is present in children. That indicates the autosomal recessive. So the correct answer is option 1 for this 14th question. Question number 15. Down syndrome is due to options 1. Crossing over, 2. Linkage, 3. Sex linked inheritance, 4. Non disjunction of chromosomes. So let's see. Down syndrome is due to autosomal trisomy of 21st chromosome. So it is due to the presence of extra set of 21st chromosome that leads to the Down syndrome. So the extra set is formed due to the non-disjunction of chromosome during crossing over, non-disjunction of chromosomes. So the correct answer is option 4 is the correct answer. Question number 16. Which of the following statements is wrong? 1. In male grasshopper, 50% sperms do not have sex chromosome. 2. In corvus, the sex of offsprings depending on the type of sperm that fertilize the egg. 3. In human males, one of the sex chromosome is distinctly smaller than other. 4. Sex determination mechanism in fruit fly is an example of male heterogamity. Or the statements. In these statements, we need to find the wrong statement. In male grasshopper, 50% of sperms do not have sex chromosome because the male grasshopper represent X0. That's why only 50% of sperms having chromosome, another one without chromosome. So it is correct statement. In corvus, corvus is the bird. The sex of the offspring depending on the type of egg, egg that fertilize the sperm. So here egg because in birds ZZ male is male is homozygous and female is heterozygous, ZW female, it is heterozygous. So sex determination depends on the egg, not on the sperm. So that's why this statement is wrong. So in human males, one of the sex chromosome is distinctly smaller than other. Y chromosome is smaller than other X. It is also correct. Sex determination mechanism in fruit fly is an example of male heterogamity. So in fruit fly, male produces heterogametes. It is also a correct. So The wrong statement is statement 2. That is 2 is the correct option. 17. In Down syndrome of a male child, the sex complement is options X, O, 2, XY, 3, XX, 4, XXY. So now let's see. This XO is the sex complement of Turner's syndrome. Turner's syndrome. And XX and Y, this is the sex complement in the Klinefelter syndrome. Klinefelter syndrome. So it is a normal female and it is a normal male condition. This is now the question is Down syndrome of a male child, Down syndrome. So Down syndrome is autosomal trisomy. Down syndrome, Down syndrome is autosomal, so autosomal trisomy. Autosomal trisomy. That means there is no change in sex chromosome. So then what happens? Down syndrome, only autosomes are changed. So which autosomal? 21st chromosome having extra. So it is 21st trisomy, autosomal trisomy, 21st chromosome trisomy. So three sets of chromosome, 21st chromosome is present during Down syndrome. That means autosome number is increased to 45 instead of 44, 45. But the sex does not change. That means it is normal. Here question is asking male child, that is 45 autosomes plus male X, Y. So XY is the representation of that male child of Down syndrome. So answer 2 is correct. In a cross between capital A, capital B, and small b, small b, the ratio of F2 genotypes between capital A, capital B, capital A, capital B, capital A, small b, and small b would be options 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1, 2, 2 is to 1, 1 is to 2, 3, 1 is to 2, 2 is to 1, 4, 7 is to 5, 3 is to 1. This is the ratio. So what we need to find? So a cross made between a cross. So the cross made between, what is that cross? Between capital A, capital B, small b, small b. This is the cross made between that. So here capital A is a one character, capital B is the another character, two characters. That means this cross is the dihybrid cross. Dihybrid cross. So then come to that F2 generation produces. The F2 generation produce total 16 offsprings. And this dihybrid cross phenotypic ratio is 9 is to 3 is to 3 is to 1. That is the phenotypic. Then come to the genotypic ratio. Genotypic ratio. So that is first we need to split the 9. That is 1 is to 2 is to 2 is to 4. Then split 3, that is 1 is to 2. Next split this 3, that is 1 is to 2, then is to 1. So this is the genotypic ratio. So total how many genotypes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 genotypes. And how many phenotypes are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 phenotypes are total 4 phenotypes and 9 genotypes are formed. So now in this 9 what is the ratio of this? Capital A, capital A, capital B, capital B. It is completely pure breed, pure one. So the pure one is only one, pure dominant, homozygous dominant, only one. And then last homozygous recessive, it is also a only one, that is this. So first and last one and last one is also one. Now here capital A, small a, capital A is a dominant, small a recessive, capital B dominant. So this genotypes, how many are there? So here come to that, capital A, capital B represents same character. This is also represent the same character. So now in this 9 phenotypes, we are saying that one is complete homozygous and 2 and 4. So now let's see that what are the 2. So these 2 represent capital A, small a, capital B, capital B. Another 2 represent capital A, capital A, capital B, small b. So remaining 4 represent capital A, small a, capital B, small b. This is 9. So 1 already we are written, that is capital A, capital B, capital B. Total 9 genotypes. That means 4 genotypes. This 9. So capital A, small a, capital B. How many are there? That is 2 are there. Now find the remaining. Capital A, capital B, small b, small b. This is the recombinant. Recombinant. Capital A, small b, small b. So this is this combination of genes are 2 are present. Another one is capital A, small b 1, capital A, small b 2, total 3. So that's why it is also 2. So 1 is 2, 2 is 2, 2 is to 1. So answer is 3. Question number 19. Pedigree study is utilized to trace the inheritance of abnormality in a female in a family in pedigree analysis. The double line shows options: 1, unspecified sex; 2, normal mating; 3, consanguineous mating; 4, 5, unaffected offsprings. So now pedigree study is utilized to trace the inheritance of abnormality in a family. So that is the importance of the pedigree analysis. Now in pedigree analysis symbols, the double line shows. The double line shows. So unspecified sex, that it is represented with the symbol. This symbol we will call as a sex unspecified one. So unspecified symbol is this. Normal mating, that is female and male. This is a normal mating, marriage between. And cousin mating or cousin marriages are marriage between closely related. Marriage means single line indicates the marriage, and marriage between relatives, closely related people, is represented with the double line. Question is, in pedigree analysis, the double line shows contiguous mating. So option 3 is correct option. And here, 5 unaffected offsprings. Already unaffected symbol is this. In this, if you represent 5 in that, so this 5 indicates the 5 unspecified offsprings. So this is a normal mating. Unspecified, if number is represent many number of unspecified offsprings, that, and if double line is mentioned, that is the mating between the closely related people. So option 3 is correct. Question number 20. Mendel's principles are related to options: 1 evolution, 2 reproduction, 3 variations, 4 hereditary. So Mendel's is a father of genetics. Father of genetics. So now genetics means the transfer. It is a transfer of hereditary. That means genetics is deals with the transferring the character from one generation to another generation. That we will call as genetics. So that means Mendel's principles are related to inheritance, nothing but heredity. So so father of genetics and his principles are related to heredity, transferring the character, transformation of character from one generation to another generation. So the correct answer is option 4. This is the correct answer. Question number 21. Which of the following genotype does not produce any sugar polymer on the surface of RBCs? Options: IB, small I. Second option, IB, IB. Third option, small I, small I. Fourth option, IA, IB. So here, blood group, the gene represent is I. Gene, it is represented with I. Sometimes it also may represent with L, because blood groups are discovered by Landsteiner. I is represents that isoagglutinogen is the full form of that I. So now this I gene having 3 alleles, that is IA, IB and I. So these 3 alleles is based on the production of sugar polymer. So IA and IB produces sugar polymer. Sugar polymer. Hence, these two characters are dominant. Two characters are dominant. Whereas I is not produce any sugar. So, no sugar production. No sugar production. That's why this I is a recessive. It is not express. How we can say that? Suppose if this small I is present along with I, A, small I, here IA produce the sugar. That's why it is express only I character. That is A character, A blood group. Suppose if it is present along with IB and small I, in this it become B blood group, because B produces the sugar polymer. When both are present, IA and IB both are present, both are producing the sugar polymer. That's why both are expressed their character. That's why it is AB blood group, and it is phenomena of codominance. So now here the question is, does not produce any sugar, that is O blood group. Small I does not produce any sugar. No sugar production. No sugar polymer is formed. So the correct answer is option 3. Question number 22. If F1 generation has all tall plants and ratio of F2 generation 3 tall is to 1 dwarf, it proves options 1 law of independent assortment, 2 law of segregation, 3 law of dominance, 4 law of incomplete dominance. So in this law of dominance, incomplete dominance, we cannot consider. What the question here? If F1 generation has all tall plants, F1 generation, so it is clear tall and dwarf, that is capital T, it is crossed with a small t, then it produces a gametes and the fertilization gives capital T, small t. So it is F1 generation all or tall. So if F1 generation has all tall plants, the ratio of F2 generation. So how you will get F2 generation? The selfing between the F1 individuals, you will get the F2 generation. So we will get F2 generation cross between the F1 individuals. So then here there are two different alleles are present. So that's why two different gametes are formed. That means these alleles are separated during gamete formation. Separation of alleles during gamete formation explains law of segregation. So due to separation only, there are three. That means here dwarf, parent is dwarf, one parent is tall. But in F1 generation, dwarf is disappear. But it is appears in the F2 generation because of law of segregation, because of separation of that alleles in the gamete formation. So it proves that appears of that parent character in F2 generation proves the law of segregation. So the correct answer is 2. Question number 23. Match the following. Column 1 in that A, column 1 A O blood group, B AB blood grouping, C dominance, D blood fails to coagulate. Column 2 1 garden P, 2 hemophilia, 3 do not produce sugar, 4 multiple allelism. Now let's see this O blood group. So in this O blood group, it is its allele, it is represented with the small I and small I. So this is the recessive and it do not produce any sugar polymer. So that's why A is 1. Sorry, A is uh, A is 3 do not produce sugar polymer. Next, ABO blood grouping. It is an example of multiple alleles because ABO blood group. So blood group A, B, AB and O. 4 types of blood groups, but it 4 types of blood groups are represented with 6 genotypes. That means A blood group, it is represents with IA, IA or IA small I, two genotypes for A blood group. And similarly, B blood group is represented with IB, IB or IB small I. Here IB is dominant. So that's why it will express it as a B blood group. So B blood group is represented with two genotypes, and AB blood group is represented with IA, IB, and O blood group is represented with small I and small I. So now here total four blood groups, but there are six genotypes. So A represent with two genotypes, B blood group represent with two genotypes, AB one genotype, and O one genotype. Total six genotypes, but phenotypes only four. So that's why this phenomena we will consider as multiple allelism. So ABO blood grouping shows this multiple allelism. So that's why B is 4. Dominance. So Mendel explained law of dominance based on the contrasting characters from the guardian P. So that's why D is sorry C C is 1. Now blood fails to coagulate. Coagulate means clotting. Become solidifies. Clotting, coagulate. So blood fails to clot during hemophilia. So that's why D is 2. So based on this, the correct option for this question is 2 is the correct option. Question number 24. Who studied sex-linked inheritance for first time? So options 1 Morgan, 2 Corona, 3 Patcher, 4 von Helmont. So in this we are very well known that Morgan studied sex linked inheritance for the first time by using Drosophila. So the correct answer is option 1. Corona, Hargovind Corona is the full name. He is discovered that molecular scissors. So he is the first person to cut the genes. Molecular scissors are discovered by Corona, and Patcher is father of microbiology. So who studied sex-linked inheritance for first time? That is T.H. Morgan studied first time. So option 1 is correct.